pretty much involved with the video that plays at the finale, and I'm involved with directing the Ancestors project. It's more or less this digital archive of photos that people have been submitting since 2005, which is when we actually implemented it. You could tell when families submitted a photo when you would have these people coming in mass in groups, and individuals too, and they would just kind of wait at the projector site, and they're just waiting to see their photo that they submitted. And there was always this sort of anticipation of like wanting to make sure that the photo came up, and this sort of gratification and I would say catharsis too. They've expressed anything from like relief to grief to happiness to just the whole gamut of feelings with seeing their loved one projected super large on a building in a public space with photos of other people who died, and that somebody, an individual, chose that photo to submit directly and have some kind of story attached to it. Every story that resonates with those photos is imbued in each image, and all that energy comes out during the All Souls night. It feels like it's this collective archive that is always growing, and it's allowed the public to really engage directly in the procession in a way that they may not know how to really engage the actual spectacle of the parade or of the procession, but the Ancestors is a nice, meditative, and very personal and subjective way that anybody can engage it. And they don't have to physically be there. That's the beauty of it too, is that if anybody is not able to come, they submit a photo and they represent that way. And we've had a lot of people from out of state and out of the country submit images that they would never be able to come physically, but that they felt and knew that their image was represented in this way on the screens. So when I started this, I started it with my dad, and he helped kind of be like security and helped provide some of the initial like power cables and stuff that we were using for the first sites that we were projecting on. I've witnessed various family members, including him, who've died, ended up in the Ancestors Project. Being on both sides of it, because in 2004 or 2005, I didn't experience any loss personally in my life. Now, over 10 years later, there's at least 5 or 6 different people in the Ancestors Project that are directly connected to me. I feel like I owe it to them, and then I owe it to everybody else who wants to submit to do that project justice. Above anything else that I do with the event, I feel like that's becoming the most important part of doing the All Souls procession for me. Making sure that the Ancestors happens and continues is almost like a spiritual debt. And being able to every year see how much more it grows is a very powerful thing. It's profoundly affected me. That was an entry point to being able to come to terms with my own personal experiences with death and have a space to actually heal from it.